Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I'm here today with another Onijah update. If you do not know who Onijah is, hang in there and I will give you the cliff notes. But this is actually my fourth video on Onijah, and sadly to say, this will be my last one. And I will explain all about it as I get into it. So, here is my final Onijah update, and I have a really serious question for myself. Did Onijah and her husband plan all this from the get go? Let's hop right into this. Onijah Robinson, New Yorker, fellow New Yorker like me. Okay. She's from the Bronx. She does not sugarcoat shit. And when she landed in Pakistan in late November, early December of 2024, Pakistan didn't know what the fuck to do with her. Okay. So the world became aware of Onijah and her adventures in Pakistan in early January of this year. So Onijah is famous for her I'm not talking unless you're giving me land. Okay. So in case you guys don't know who I'm talking about, you're going to recognize it because this is everywhere.
Talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID. I'm getting it. Do y'all agree? Mind your business. What? Talk.
Tell me you have a Pakistani passport?
I'm getting one. Do you have one?
I have Pakistani passport.
Oh, you do.
Why are you
Okay, good. Listen,
yes. What are you doing here?
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
You chilling here? Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home. Here, take it.
What are you doing here?
Take it.
Not your place. If you haven't find him, what's your
Back
plan?
that up.
Okay. So this was at the beginning of Onijah's adventures in Pakistan, and the press had no idea what the fuck to do with her. Now, you heard they asked her, "What are you doing here?" And she said, "I'm chilling." So the story started to trickle out that Onijah went to Pakistan to meet her online lover, Nidel Ahmed, who is 19 years old. Apparently, they got married on some online ceremony, and Onijah was going to Pakistan to claim her man. And once she showed up, this was all according to Pakistani press reports. Nidel said, you catfished me. All the pictures you sent me were, you were looking like Nicki Minaj. You look nothing like Nicki Minaj. And him and his family basically packed up, left, and Onijah was chilling in the parking lot of their apartment complex. And it was eventually the neighbors who alerted the press because they were like, what the heck is this American woman doing chilling in our, parking lot of the apartment complex that we live in? So this is when Mr. Chippa steps in. Mr. Chippa is a Pakistani social worker, very well known in his country. Everyone knows, loves, and most importantly, respects Mr. Chippa. Mr. Chippa and Onijah formed an unexpected bond, even though Onijah, quite frankly, would abuse him sometimes in public by yelling at him. And let me just share what I'm talking about. A little flashback of Onijah and Mr. Chippa.
You
Yes.
talk too much. My plan is to reconstruct. this whole country, okay? I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week, okay? In my pockets, in cash, okay? That's a demand to the government. The government is gonna fix up these buildings, fix up the streets, and clean up these streets. It's ridiculous out here. I do not like it. Okay? I would love for you guys to please understand that Pakistan is in need of new buses, new cabs, new cars. Please listen to what I'm saying. My name is Onijah Ahmed. Please understand. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Why are you demanding 1000K to government in which country?
100K
100K.
for real estate. I'm putting it back into the city. It's not going in my pockets. I want 20K in my pocket.
Okay, so Onijah would basically hijack every press conference that Mr. Chipper would try to do. And you can hear, she wants 20K, she wants 100K to reinvest into Pakistan. Pakistan needs new cars, new buses, etc. She was actually put on a 72-hour mental health hold, and she danced around the hospital so much that they let her out early, to basically make a long story short. So while she was over in Pakistan causing waves, a young man claiming to be her son spoke out online and said that she is allegedly bipolar, does not take her medication, was only supposed to go to Pakistan for 2 weeks and come right back. And yeah, so this is where I started to get concerned, because as entertaining AF as she can be, I'm like, if she has mental health issues, it's entertaining, but it's not really funny at the same time, if you guys know what I'm saying. So while Onijah was in Pakistan, she had her team, which included Shabana, the police officer. Now, her bond with Shabana was like this, you guys. Okay. I mean, like white on rice. You know what I'm saying? So, her and Shabana bonding all over Pakistan until Shabana put her on a plane back to New York that had a layover in Dubai. So I wasn't surprised when I started seeing footage of Onijah in Dubai. And I started to get really, really concerned. I knew she was going to get off that plane and not make her connection to New York. When I saw Shabana putting her on the plane that had a layover in Dubai, I said to myself, I said, she's going to get off that plane in Dubai and we're going to see her on the streets. So next thing you know, this is Onijah on the streets of Dubai. And I have to mute the music, you guys, but you'll get the point. She is out there dancing, surrounded by men taking pictures and video, smoking cigarettes in public, which you do not do in Dubai as a woman. Okay. And there was also a clip of her threatening to burn a man in his face with her cigarette. So seeing her antics on the streets of Dubai, honestly, you guys, made me really worried, especially when she vanished for a month. And it was like, where the fuck did Onijah go? And then there was this post on TikTok, okay, from someone that was on a flight Dubai to JFK, when a woman who she was almost 99% sure was Onijah was removed from the flight. And then after this, she basically vanished. We didn't hear or see her for almost a month, until suddenly TMZ runs into her on the street. And she's like, "Hi, I'm back." And in her mind, Nidel is still her husband. Everything is fine. She loves Pakistan. She loves the Pakistani people. Hi, Shabana. And everything is hunky dory. I'm like, okay, this is really sad. She's still, being delulu and totally convinced that she's married to Nidel. Then Onijah is taking over New York. Okay, she is clubbing, doing appearances, showing up to openings. I mean, Onijah is taking over New York. And now that she's back in the States, she has her own demands for the United States government. Okay, so check this out. Trump, are you listening? Onijah has some demands.
Cleaning up the Bronx. Like I'm tired of this shit. Fuck out of here. I want 20 mil from the government. I want 50 million from Trump. Stop playing with me, Trump, because I'm in New York now and I can talk my shit. Fuck out of here, Trump. You better get with it, Trump. Respect to the law.
So, do you hear that, Trump? You better get with it. She wants her money. She's not playing. The Bronx needs to be reconstructed. So, she has this tagline, okay? Respect to Allah, respect to halal. Yes, as in halal meat. Respect to Allah, respect the law, respect to Allah. Okay? I'm going to explain the significance of that in a moment. So, the Shade Room interviews Nidel. And this is where the seeds of doubt were planted in my mind. And I'm going to leave the links to both interviews in my description box. I'm not sharing clips because I do not want to get copyrighted, copyright infringement from YouTube. So the Shade Room interviews Nidel. And Nidel's story is he never abandoned Onijah. That was Pakistani press putting words in his mouth. He never said Onijah catfished him. They had a nice time, 2 weeks. She came out there, spent time with his mom, spent time with his sisters. Everything was hunky dory. Then he took her to the airport. She was supposed to get on the plane, and she didn't. And then, she hung around Pakistan for a month. And then when they put her on another plane to go back to New York, she decided to get off in Dubai. He doesn't know exactly what happened to her in Dubai. Okay, they haven't talked about it in detail yet. But no, everything's fine. He loves her and she loves him. And as I'm listening to this interview, which I will leave the link because I want you guys to listen to these interviews. They're relatively short. Nidel's is about 10 minutes. Onijah's, which I'm going to get into in a minute, is about 20 minutes or so. Um, they this is where seeds were planted. Seeds of doubt were planted because I'm like, wait a second. If everything was good, and Onijah spent 2 weeks with you, she was supposed to get on a plane and she decided not to. And when the Pakistani press, who you say put words in your mouth, okay, started covering her, I'm sure word got back to you. Don't tell me a month she was there after she was supposed to get on the plane. You didn't get any news from Pakistani press that your fiance, your wife, was running the streets of Pakistan with her luggage. This is her at her first press conference with Mr. Chippa, and she has her luggage with her. And she is roaming around the streets of Pakistan, dragging her luggage with her. Where were you when they attempted to hold her for 72 hours in a mental hospital? Where were you when she was making Pakistan her dance floor? Where were you, Nidel, when she was eating McDonald's, demanding money, acting out in the streets? You were nowhere to be found. Now, suddenly you're telling the Shade Room, no, everything's fine. We love each other. Everything's great. I'm like, what the fuck? Where were you where there were other Pakistani men offering to marry her so she could stay in the country? You were quiet as a church mouse, dude, from what I seen. And let me tell you, I have immersed myself in Onijah coverage. Okay, every platform I could think of, I have immersed myself. And until the Shade Room interview, this was the first time anyone had heard from Nidel. Now, Onijah gave an interview to BBC Asia. I do not like criticizing other interviewers or criticizing interviews in general because, as you know, I do my own and I don't necessarily like it when other content creators criticize my interview style or my interviews. But I'm going to say this was overall a very enjoyable interview. I laughed a lot. Onijah is a character. The interviewer is a good interviewer overall, but he was starstruck. And I admit, if I got the chance to interview Onijah, I would be a little starstruck too, like I was when I interviewed Frank Catania from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Oh my goodness, I love him, but that's a whole nother story. So, but you still ask the hard hitting questions as an interviewer. That's just my opinion. This interview this interviewer really didn't ask the hard-hitting questions, and when he tried, Onijah would shut him down by saying, respect to Allah, respect to Allah, respect to Allah, respect the law, respect to Allah. And the interviewer would just laugh it off. We got clarification what she's saying. He had her say it over and over, had her slow it down, so everybody could understand. Yes, I knew what she was saying from the get go. Yes, she is saying respect to halal, as in halami. Yes, okay. So a couple of was spent clarifying that it was an enjoyable interview, but as of getting newsworthy and hard hitting questions, it wasn't there. Okay, so I'm going to leave the link to this interview in my description box so you guys could go check it out and form your own opinions. Onijah talked about her fashion line, her meme coin, and her social medias, of course. Um, and we are thrust into Onijah's world. I mean, she is dancing all over New York City, making appearances, doing the interviews at the big outlets like Hot 97 and BET, doing TikToks, at Hot 97. I mean, Onijah, we are truly living in her world and she's enjoying it. And hey, more power to her. I'm not hating on her. Girl, get all the endorsements, all the personal appearances, everything you can while the iron's still hot. Okay, because as we all know, what's hot now, next month, we're like, who? What? Huh? So, girl, strike it while it's hot, make that bag. But truly, if you and Nidel planned this from the beginning, okay, so you can go viral and get attention. And oh, wow, look, this American woman is in Pakistan and her, husband rejected her. And this whole, storyline that sounds like it could come out of 90 Day Fiance um develops and Onijah goes viral and she has the personality. She's beautiful. Yes, she is. She is fucking gorgeous. She's funny as fuck. She has the personality. She can dance. She can twerk. She can do it all. So, if this was a master plan between her and Nidel, more power to you guys. This is purely my opinion. Maybe I'm just jaded covering 90 Day Fiance and Love After Lockup and all the bullshit that goes on behind the scenes there. But this was basically a reality show that was playing out on social media. And now, listening to the two interviews, I'm like, damn, did they really do that? And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching me. Please subscribe if you don't already. Double check that you are subscribed because YouTube likes to fucking play games and they will unsubscribe you and you won't realize for like 6 months. Please like, share my video with with a friend or 10 And please consider joining my membership. For $6 a month, you will get scalding hot tea that will burn your tongue for days. You think the tea on my regular channel that you get for free is scalding hot? $6 a month. Really cheap. Thank you so much. See you next time.